Hello again, guys. Welcome to my channel. Those of you who are new to my channel, my name is Karen Miller. Today I'm going to make peach cobbler and blackberry cobbler. One of my subscribers requested it, so I'm going to do it. It's still summer. We have a lot of peaches around and blackberries, so I know it's late summer, but I'm going to do it. So here I have 2 cups of white spelt flour. This is for my topping. And I started working in my butter. I have a stick of vegan butter to 2 cups of flour. I started working it in. You can see the big pieces here of butter. I'm going to stick this in my refrigerator because it's hot and I don't want my butter to get too soft and melted. So I'm going to get back to you. I'm going to put this in the refrigerator and then we're going to do the other step. So to this, I'm going to add a 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda as my leavening agent, 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda, and a pinch of salt. I'm also going to add some coconut crystals. Coconut crystals, it looks like this because you're doing a sweet dessert. Well, dessert is sweet, so I'm going to add a little bit of sweetener to this. I'm going to write the recipe. It's going to be in the description box. Okay, I'm also going to add a dash of cinnamon here. I'm eyeballing this right now to do this. I'm going to give you a recipe. I'm going to mix this in, and this is a soft dough that we're gonna put on top of the peaches for the peach cobbler. So I'm going to put this in my refrigerator to stay cool so that the butter, my oven is going off. Yeah, I turned on my oven 375 degrees to do this peach cobbler. So I'm gonna put this back into my freezer because it's very hot today and I don't want the butter to melt. So let's do our peaches now. Let's season up our peaches. So I'm going to put a tablespoon of those coconut crystals. Now you don't have to do this if you don't have the coconut crystals. You could just put the agave syrup. I'm putting about a 1/4 cup of agave. This is quite a lot. If you put too much, it's going to overflow and it's going to make a big mess. This might still happen, but I don't want to put too much. And I'm going to put a dash of cinnamon again, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Let's mix this in. So I have 2 ripe peaches here. I'm doing this in some tiny ramekins, you see? I'm not doing a big dish of this peach cobbler. One of my subscribers requested it, so I'm doing this really quickly. And I'm doing it in one of the smaller mannequins. You could double, triple this recipe if you wish. But I really like, you see, I'm doing the blackberries in this tiny white ramekin here. I'm going to add a teaspoon of vanilla here. Or maybe I do 1/2 teaspoon. It's not a lot. 1/2 teaspoon for this amount. And you add some flour here. I have about 3 tablespoons of flour here. This is for thickening. This is going to thicken up the sauce while it's cooking. And that's it. So I'm going to put this back into my ramekin here, this mixture. And then once I do my my flour mixture, my pastry mixture. It's a soft dough. Then I'll put it on top of this and stick it in the oven. That's all it is. It's very easy to do a peach cobbler. So I'll do the same for this. I'll do the same with the flour and the sugar and the vanilla and come back, all right? Okay guys, so I have my mixture here that I just removed from my freezer because I want the butter to stay cold, and you see you can still see the chunks of butter. I have half a cup of Brazil nut milk here, which I'm going to mix with my hand, and I'm going to do a 1/4 cup of Perrier. This is a soft dough. Quarter cup of Perrier. Let me get a spoon to mix this. Right, this is how it has to be. It has to be a soft dough like this. And try to do this quickly. So here I have my, you see I have my blackberries here with the flour on it, and I showed you how to do this with the peaches. So I'm going to just put the dough like this. And some of the dough is going to seep down in between the blackberries and into the bottom. And now I'm going to put the balance of my dough on the peaches. And I'm going to stick this into the oven 375 degrees for half an hour. And then I'll show you what it looks like when it's done, all right? So guys, I just removed this from the oven, the blackberry cobbler, and this is the peach cobbler, and it is still bubbling in there. I can see it, and of course the overflow, you're gonna have overflow, blackberry lava. This is going to dry, and it's going to be like candy. It's gonna be delicious. I'm gonna let this cool for about half an hour, and then I'm gonna cut it open and show you what it looks like. All right. So guys, here we have, this has been cooling for about 20 minutes or so. I just wanted to cut this and or spoon it to show you what it looks like. So I'm gonna dig into this here, and yeah, it's looking good. Put it on my plate here. See, so, and you can see the dough here. Right, so this is looking good, and all of the beautiful syrupy blackberry stuff. So you spoon some ice cream on this and you're good to go, right guys? All right, so I hope you do this. Summertime, it's late summer, and there's still a lot of berries out there and peaches. So get your berries and your peaches and do your cobblers. All right, take care. Bye bye.